And the latest that's coming in on the techie double murder case that was reported from Bengaluru last evening. The police has now arrested 3 accused in connection with the techie double murders that were reported yesterday. More information is yet to be divulged by the Karnataka police, but 3 accused have been arrested in relation to the techie murder case. Remember, a managing director and chief executive officer of a company were murdered by a former employee in Bengaluru on Tuesday. And in the latest update, the cops have managed to nab the 3 accused who were on the run. So Prajwal there getting us details on the double murder case. Let's quickly go across to Prajwal, who's joining us live from that very location, from the crime spot. Prajwal, we understand that 3 accused identified as Felix, Shivu and Vinay Reddy have been arrested by the Karnataka police.
Absolutely, Samisha. Now, this is a big breakthrough for the Karnataka cops as well, because within a few hours after the murder, they have gone ahead and nabbed all the 3 accused in a late night chase as well. And it is being learnt that they were on the outskirts of the city, coming under Ramnagar district near Kunigal, where all the 3 of them have been taken into custody, depending on the call dump records as well as their tar location too, which was accessed by the police. And it is being learnt that the accused number 1, Felix, was using his mobile as well. And right now we are here at the crime spot where this entire incident had happened as well. And this is the office of Aeronix Media Private Limited, where the managing director Panindra Kumar as well as the CEO was also Panindra Subramanya, and the CEO was also murdered. And this is exactly the office that we are going ahead and taking a look at on our screens. This is exactly the place where the murder had happened as well. And the miscreants had gone inside, barged into the office, sat there for half an hour, and then killed them as well. The visuals, the sight is very disturbing. So we're just panning away our camera there, camera away from the murder spot as well, because you can clearly go ahead and look that this altercation has not ended just only inside, but as well as outside as well, where you can see that stains of blood there, where both the victims, Panindra Subramanya as well as Vinu Kumar, who was the CEO of the company, have been dragged and murdered as well. And this was the very same office where this murder had taken place, at which point of time there were also 10 people as well. And it has now been completely locked by the police as well. Just getting your front view of this entire office out here. And it is being learnt that this murder happened at 4:30, but before the murder, the accused and the victims have had a conversation for over half an hour as well, inside a cabin too. And the details of this particular conversation is still being kept confidential, because none of the employees have come forward so far, and they have been instructed by the cops to not go ahead and divulge details at this point of time. Preliminary investigation and sources within the police are stating that this has happened over a personal rivalry, because Aeron Private Limited was opened 7 months ago by Panindra Subramanya and Vinu Kumar as well, and they were a competitor for Felix's company. And this was one of the reasons that Felix was angered, because his business was also on the downslide as well. We're waiting in for an official clarification as to how and when the murder was plotted as well. But what is very interesting is that 4 hours before the murder, the prime accused, Felix, had in fact gone ahead and posted a status on his social media Instagram account, stating that the bad people will be killed and he will not be hurting good people as well. So this is something which is absolutely shocking at this point of time as well. And it is now being stated that this was a pre-planned murder. The roles of the other accused, mainly Shivu, is yet to be ascertained over here, and whether the accused number 2 and the accused number 3 in this particular case had any sort of relationship with Panindra Subramanya, and whether the other 2 accused also knew the victims as well. So all said and done, in a turn of events, the Bengaluru police have definitely acted swiftly. They've also taken all the CCTV footage and the call record details as well from the company too, and they're looking into the matter in detail.
Yes. Prajwal, of course, these are high-profile murders that we are talking about here. Anything known so far about the modus operandi of the 3 accused?
Felix was also a techie. He was working at the company of Panindra Subramanya as well as Vinu as well, and he was fired as well because he was not performing too. and he wanted to start his own business as well, and he was working at a company in Bannerghatta, a private company as well, and the accused knew both the victims since the time that they were working in the same company for a long period of time, but later he also joined along with them, but once he was sacked, he was quite angered by this, and even his business was not faring quite well as well, and therefore it is mainly stated to be professional rivalry on the outset as well, but the cops are still going ahead and investigating this matter in great detail too, and the accused will be produced before court, after which the police will be seeking custody of them.
Stay with us. So, Prajwal, they're reporting live from the crime location where the MD and CEO were hacked to death. Also, take a look at this walkthrough that Prajwal had filed just a few minutes ago from that crime location.
The cops have now gone ahead and finally arrested the three accused in the double murder case of the techies at Pampanagar in Bengaluru under the Amrithalli police station limits, and it is now being learnt that along with Felix, two other associates of his have also been arrested, and this is the exact murder spot where this entire murder had taken place at 4:30 p.m. on Tuesday, and it is being learnt that this was over professional rivalry that this particular murder had taken place as well, and you can clearly see that the cops have marked the spot where this particular incident had taken place, because the attack took place inside the office which is on the first floor of this particular building, but later they had dragged and all the miscreants had exited from here. Along with Felix, the accused have also been identified as Shivu and Vinay Reddy, who have been tracked back to Kunigal depending on their call record data which had been accessed by the cops, as well as the tower dump as well, which clearly pinpointed their location, that the accused were active and were still using their mobile phones, on which the cops have acted on it, and therefore finally the investigations are still underway, and the cops are yet to produce the accused before the court as well, but preliminary investigations have clearly gone ahead and stated that one of the major reasons for the murder was professional rivalry between Felix and the victims Panindra Subramanya and Vinukumar as well. With video journalist Sadanand, Prajwal Prasad reporting for Republic from Bengaluru.